Alrighty. It's Zelda time. It's time to Zelda. Gatakas Shrine. Shrine of Gatakas. Oh shit. I gotta change my category. I almost forgot. Give me 1 minute, chat. Let me switch this over. Alright. Wait, what? Oh. Eh? Ride the winds. Whoa, we did it. Bye-bye. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. An item. So the wind doesn't affect the arrow. Interesting. That was it? Light of blessing. Yep, enough of that. No frames dropped yet. I'm liking this. The lack of frame droppage is nice. I did it again. The beds are too soft and inviting. Huh? Eep, a customer who's sleeping. I wasn't sleeping, not me. Welcome to the Swallow's Roost Inn. We don't have any other guests at the moment, so rest easy and rest well. Here is 20 rupees and a silky soft Rito down bed is 50. Silky soft Rito down bed is made with lots of Rito feathers. It's soft and fluffy and gives the bestest sleeps ever. If you only sleep in one bed here at the Swallows, make it that one. As soon as my head hits the pillow, it's like someone threw a blanket over me. Not that I ever use the beds. When you wake up again, you'll be full of energy and ready to go. We're gonna 20 rupees. A silky soft Rito down bed. I'm down bad, or down bed, if you will. Bird up. Bird up. Soup ladle. Molly the Fletcher's quest. I feel a cold breeze coming from your pouch. Let's see, that's the ice cream I wanted, isn't it? Well, it looks like you've also got some cold jelly-like stuff. Is that white choo-choo jelly from one of the monsters that'll freeze you solid if you touch it? Well, that's actually what I had in mind, but I bet I can use that to make my big invention. May I have... Yeah, now I can finally make my invention. When I attach this to the tip of an arrow, I'll have an arrow that can freeze monsters from far away. Sometimes I'm so smart I can scare myself a little. Wonder what would happen with the other materials. You can make arrows with all sorts of effects. Wow, listen to me. With every breath I spew out brilliance. Fwah. Fwah. But I should probably stop talking before I give away all my best ideas. Anyway, here's a thank you present. 10 arrows. Hell yeah. You know the reason I like making arrows? It's my papa. He creates the strongest bows around. I wanted to make arrows that go perfectly with his bows. All I have to do is keep working hard, getting my name out there, and one day I'll be a world famous arrow maker. One my papa can be proud of. Oh, that was a fast quest.
That's not fair at all!
Sweet.
You know I can handle it!
What's up, Golden?
Checking out that huge cloud wouldn't be hard. I could even do it alone. If we don't do anything, the village... Huh? Huh? Is that you? It is you! Link!
Tulin. Ah, it's Tulin. I knew that. Man, I probably should have played the first one. Back to reading. Link, they told me you were missing. It's good to see you doing well. Teba, new Rito elder. Very nice to see you again. Saki, do you remember my son Tulin? He's grown taller, though perhaps not yet grown up. Well, maybe I would if you didn't treat me like a hatchling all the time. As long as you still think you can take on the world by yourself, you'll always be my little chick. What? You think I can't? I'm already fully fledged, you know. You'll change your tune when I ace today's scouting trip. You all can keep wasting your time treating the Song of the Stormwind arc like it's real, but not me. Listen, you. Unbelievable. Fucking kids, am I right? Tulin wants me to let him go find what's causing the blizzard, and he's having trouble hearing it. No. He mentioned a song? Why make it a selection if it's one choice? I don't get That's the only dialogue option I get. It's an old folk song here in Rito village. Long ago, when we faced a different sort of upheaval, the village was saved thanks to a great flying ship. Or so claims the song that's been passed down through generations. It's a song for children, mind you. Few adults still parrot it as if it were true. Still, every now and then you get reports among the Rito of a flying ship. Combine that with the blizzard caused by this upheaval and it seems less far-fetched. Even if the Song of the Stormwind arc is just a children's rhyme, I suspect that there is something lurking high in the sky. But the air is so turbulent now that no Rito can fly close to look at it. This is why I say we need to make careful preparations to find the truth. But Tulin, he thinks we cling to that song out of cowardice. But these are Rito matters. You came for some purpose, yes? What? This is terrible news. So then, not even Hyrule Castle is safe. If Princess Zelda's disappearance and the strange phenomena around the world are related somehow. We, Rito, would ordinarily love to contribute to your search, but this abnormal blizzard shows no sign of stopping and food has grown scarce. Everyone I could spare is already out researching the blizzard or scavenging for food. My husband hasn't been able to leave the village much since becoming the village elder. These birds, man. These birds quit playing. I wish there was something I could do. But maybe I'm not the one you want. You should try asking Hearth. My friend Hearth has many sources of information, so he might already have a lead about Princess Zelda. You see the two bonfires out that way? Bonfire. He's in the lodge near there, if you'd like to try visiting him. Be right back, really quick. Alright, we back. And I just dropped my headset. Tulin, young Rito warrior, the son of the Rito elder Teba. When Link first visited his village, Tulin was still a child growing up in his father's shadow, and his eyes would light up when he watched Link and Teba practice at the flight range. Now he older. Teba, new Rito elder, a Rito warrior who once helped Link save Rito village. He took up the mantle of village elder from Keneli to become the new leader of his people. As a new elder, he is under pressure to deal with the strange weather assailing Rito village. What about the woman? No bio for her? She's not important. No bio for Saki? I am concerned for Tulin. He believes that he is fully fledged, but he has not yet grasped one of the most fundamental lessons. One cannot accomplish great feats without allies at one's side. I hope he realizes that soon. Cool. Managing food reserves and supplies, granting audiences and such. This village elder gig just isn't sitting right with me. Life was so much easier when all I had to do was hunt. Just me and my bow. But you didn't come to hear me complain. What can I help you with? The Stormwind Ark. That's the name of the ship that features in an old Rito children's song. As the song goes, long ago, when a disaster threatened our village, a god sent us a great flying ship. The blessed winds created by the ship put everything right. Doesn't sound like something that's really happened, huh? But this never-ending blizzard counts as a disaster to me. I'd take anything if it would save us from this, even a children's story. I guess the truth is somewhere up there, past that ominous cloud. If there's anything I can answer for you, ask. Have I heard anything myself? Did you try asking Hearth? He has good sources. If anyone has a lead on Brazil, it would be him. Hearth. You'll find him in the lodge to the north. If you get lost, use the pair of bonfires they keep burning as a landmark. Alright then. If you decide to visit Hearth, take care of your Hearth. The closer you get to that cloud, the colder it'll get. You'll need to take an extra precautions against the blizzard. Hearth. Rip. So, I don't want to play this one. I should be able to. There you go. Yeah, I'll just fast travel there. Duh. Figure I can do that. Ruspro Pass Skyview. You get an autosave? No. Come on, come on. Come on. Sahiro Shrine. Aid from above. Mission Impossible up in here. Oh shit. Yo! That caught me off guard. What the heck? It's wild. Okay, so that's open now. Ooh. Spicy elixir. Grants a high level warming effect, increasing resistance to cold environments. Very useful when exploring snow-covered mountains. 8 minutes and 40 seconds. Very nice. Yep. Oh shit. Did it close behind me? I only got one. Yo. What the hell? So what was the point of those blocks? What? Shit. What do I do? What do I do? Shit. Alright. I need them cubes. I don't have it with me. I am a genius. I'm so clever. Let's go. Yo, what's up, villain? Filthy thuggery. Yeah. Oh, you know, chillin', playing Zelda. Yeah. Catching up on some Zelda. How about you, villain? X-Defiant Beta ended today, or yesterday, right? It's over now? Doing good. That's good, that's good. What you playing? You playing anything? It's over. Damn. I wish I had learned about it sooner. I would have played that whole weekend. But, yeah, it was only that, like, I saw that I could install it. It was like, oh, it's the last day. Like, damn. So there's no more betas? That's it? Like, we'd have to wait till full release now? Thug, you working right now? What you doing? It was only open for... Oh, so it was just... Gotcha. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. When does it release? I'm gonna freeze to death up here. Fire. We got fire over there. Let's kill them and then go to the objective. Summer 20. Okay, so summer, that's good. I was worried it'd be like a fall release. We're in summer now. Whoa, what the fuck? Ice rocks. Yo, instant death. Look at my corpse. Alright, those kill you in one hit. We know that now. That is wild. Okay. Alright. If you had to guess, like 2 months. Okay. I'm not gonna mess with those. Let's just go to the objective. If it doesn't come out in 2 months, Nerdy's villain, I'm coming for you. Because you promised me 2 months. A release in 2 months. How was this game? I didn't really like the last one. I didn't really get into the last one either. I played the Breath of the Wild. I played for probably like in total. I never probably got more than an hour of gameplay in. Come you won't. But I gotta say that I'm really enjoying this. You know, I grew up on Zelda. But yeah, the modern Zeldas I never really got into. The sheer scale of Breath of the Wild intimidated me, and that made me... And people said, oh, it's like Skyrim, and we love it for that. And I don't like Skyrim. And that too made me like, ugh. Like a Skyrim Zelda, like, yeah, I'm not really into that. But then all the hype around this game had me curious, so I folded, I bought it, having not really played the first one. And I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. And I would say, if it reminds me, the puzzles and all that, it's kind of like an open world Half-Life and Portal. Like, the physics puzzles to me are more reminiscent of like the Half-Life and Portal games, which I actually enjoy a lot about this game. What's up, motherfucker? Oh my god. Die. Get up. What you got for me? Same, before Breath of the Wild, the last time I played was Wind Waker on the GameCube. I loved Wind Waker. I played that one too. I played much of that co-op with my brothers and my friend, because the Tingle Tuner thing you can do on the GameCube version. I loved that so much, man. That was like my favorite feature of that game. I gotta say though, like, I know it's not really the most original answer, but I think the most Ocarina of Time will always be like one of the most special games in my life, and it will probably always be my favorite Zelda game. But many of these Zelda games, like, they're all kind of masterpieces in their own way. But yeah, the modern Breath of the Wild, I didn't play it. Never played Skyward Sword. I guess the last major 3D Zelda game I played was Twilight Princess, and that was when it came out. I never played the HD release. You really don't see me. Take me to your family. Oh, look at his body go. No, your goods. I want your goods. Alright. Ice Breath Lizalfo's horn. The freezing power embedded in this horn's crystal tip can be used to your advantage if you know how. Otherwise, cook it with a critter to make an elixir. Frozen tip. I could probably freeze enemies with this. Really quick, guys, really quick. Hang on one sec. Alright, we back. Hearth. This is who I need to talk to. The emo bird.
Yes! Yes!
Yo! That's so funny. I was just looking at the prime icon in your name, Nerdiest Villain. Appreciate the sub, bro. Thank you so much. That really helps me. That's so funny, dude. You read my mind. I was like looking at the icon. I'm like, manifested. Seriously. I am exist. What's up, Hermes?
I am exist.
I am destroyer. I become destroyer of worlds. Fuck yeah. Let's get another 5 subbies in here. Shane, what's up? What is it? Did you still have some business here? Wow, rude. So you're looking for Princess Zelda. Sorry to tell you that I haven't heard anything about her. Our feathers are full dealing with a more immediate problem. Zelda Saturday, that's right. Everyone from the village is left to scavenge for food or to investigate the cause of this terrible blizzard. And all that has been hampered by the sky monsters that seem to be everywhere. We're spread too thin to deal with them properly on top of everything else. Sorry, bud, wish I could do more for you. Though now that I think of it, maybe Tulin could help. The boy. Alright, you weren't around for it, but little Tulin has developed a way with wings that puts the adults to shame. Even in the vicious weather, he patrols the skies and reports all kinds of useful information. His wind gust technique is something to see. None of the rest of us can pull it off. Even stern Teba acknowledges that Tulin's skill is a cut above. I just used all of my vacation time in May. Now I get more vacation PTO. Hell yeah. Why did your PTO, like, is it a situation where if you don't use it, you lose it, so you used it up and then it refreshed, like, the next month? Nice, if that's the case. The kid does preen about it more than he should, but, well, it's worth asking him at least. Last I saw him, he was with Gassane and Lysa on a trip to find food. I think they were on their way to Hebra South Summit Cave. That's to the northeast from here. The cave is past the cliff out front and up the mountain road. There should be a bonfire mark in this spot.
Ah.
Find the bonfire at the mouth of the cave and you'll be on your way to finding Tulin. Hearth had no leads on Princess Zelda either. He suggested you speak to Tulin, who's been scouting the sky since the fierce blizzard began. Hearth said that Tulin went to the Hebra South Summit Cave with Jasane and Lysa. Its entrance is marked with another bonfire. What the?
Ah.
Hard to come by in this blizzard, but we'll be fine if we get a little creative with our cooking. With the right ingredients, a little food can go a long way. So a pinch of spice powder warms you up, so don't. I think you said this to me already. Let's get out of here. I'll take that. Oh, there's the talon. Wait, I'm at the objective. Hey. Give me your poop. There we go. Got his golden poop. Bye-bye. And holiday pay, I'm probably going to work 2 weeks and then take my vacation time and holiday pay off work. A total of 100 hours PTO plus pay per hour. 23 times 8 because I will have 80 hours in. Nice. Boy, getting them hours. Stop that. I don't get it. I'm on the objective. Is there something I'm missing here? Is it this? Stormwind Arc, what do you want to read? I don't really feel like reading this right now. $4,000 to not work? That doesn't sound bad at all. to the Hebra South Summit Cave. Hebra South Summit Cave. Oh, but where is that? Oh, that's up here. So we should just launch into that. So there's a cave. There is a cave around here, allegedly. Oh shit. Yo, is that like an ice dragon? Yes. Boomerang. Decayed wooden boomerang useful so it comes back after you throw it. Its current state has not lessened its performance. Boomerang right back at you, bro. Ice breath Lizalfo's tail. A tail that's been exposed to the cold in an extremely frigid environment. Fuse it with a weapon to add lashing, whip-like quality to attacks, or cook it into an elixir. You can eat homeboy's tail. I need to be looking for smoke. That's what I need to do. Or fire thing. Bruh, where is it? Its entrance is marked with... I don't get it. Like, did it glitch? Because I went to this objective. And then there's like nothing there to do. They said Hebrew South Summit. I went here. I couldn't find a cave. Cave entrance marked by fire. Is that it? I don't think this is it. These snowmounds in the weather you only get. My friends in the middle of gathering provisions. Oh, there we go. Provision at Hebrew South Summit Cave, which is farther up from here. There are glowing mushrooms and fish to be had in there, which is better than nothing. They keep a bonfire going at the cave entrance, so if the cold gets too much for you, look for the cave and warm up there. The cold hasn't been an issue. I wonder if it's my armor. Does my armor... Does my clothing keep me warm? There's a glow to it, but there's no cold... The pants are cold resistant. I guess that helps. Will I freeze wearing this? See, I'm fine in this too. Oh shit. I will kill the bats, make them turn them into soup. Leave me alone, I don't want to fight. Jesus. Give me your shit. Ew. Bokoblin guts. A rare material obtained by defeating a bokoblin. It convulses on its own every now and then, which is really creepy. Perhaps it has a use. Ew, it convulses on its own. That's a grody description. I'll take a picture of that. Oops, sorry. Convulses. Ooh, thunder outside. Thunder IRL. Tunda. Chunda Tunda. Tunda Yaman. Discovery. Hebra, South Summit Cave, finally. This is a good haul.
Oh.
If you're looking for Tulin, he and Jisane went deep into the cave to scavenge for food. It's a long way to where they are, though, and I can't exactly go with you. The moment I take my eyes off our stuff, I just know some monster's going to come along and snatch it. If you're going in to find Tulin, watch out for the creature that hops around on the walls in there. Dude, I know I do have to finish RE4. I'm further along in RE4 than this. And that came out in March. Fuck. I gotta beat it. I gotta beat it so I can play mercenary mode. I don't think it'll hurt you if you stay away from it, but you never know. What is that? Glow shroom? Bright cap, a mushroom that grows in caves and contains luminescent enzymes. Cook it into a dish to give it a glowing effect. To anyone who eats it. I'm already glowing. Nah, finish up Zelda. I want to see if Link saves her poor ass again. Bro, Zelda's a big game. Probably bigger than Resident Evil in terms of like scale and size and all that. I do need to wrap up Resident Evil. That should have been finished by now. She can't seem to keep herself out of danger. Yeah, bro, all these princesses. All these hoes. Vote. What, on Zelda or Resident Evil? Yeah, chat? Wait, you want to see Resident Evil right now? I was thinking of getting off this soon. As soon as I get to the next story beat, I was thinking of switching over to some multiplayer games on Xbox. Like Cold War, since it's not, apparently it's safe to play. vote. Well, she's only with one guy, and so not a whore. More like an attention slut. My god. Ooh. What the fuck is that? Oh my god. Get down here. That thing is creepy. I want to eat its meat. Horriblin horn. An elongated hammer-shaped horn with a hard, flat front. Attach it to a weapon to increase attack power, or cook it with a critter to make an elixir. Attention, wench. Arr, she be an attention wench. Let's do this. I want that spear. Bro, I need more weapon slots. Oh, fuck. It's supposed to come back to me. Let's try a boomerang, bro. The Legend of Zelda is about a hoe leaving to cheat on her man for the weekend, Ganon, until her current man quit tripping. Oh my god. That's funny. Luminous stone. Mysterious mineral. This mysterious mineral gives off a pale blue glow in the dark, which some believe to be souls of the dead. Apparently this stone can be used as a base to make special clothing. Chat, what do I get rid of for this spear? Yeah, I always get this shit. Wait. Oh, it's... So that's 3. Alright, yeah, we'll just leave it. How does one get more hearts in Zelda? Because right now Link is weak as fuck. It's different in this one. I don't know. There's different ways. I had an opportunity. There was like a thing where you use your Lights of Blessing, which I get for completing shrines. You can like use them as a currency. And I believe one was like more slots, more stamina, more hearts. And I chose, so far I've chosen to expand my stamina when I had the opportunity. And I've chosen to expand my weapon slots. Whatever. I don't need all the heart containers. Sometimes in the older Zeldas, I liked to challenge myself. Like, I would play through Ocarina at a time and not intentionally avoid the heart containers. On the Twilight Princess HD remaster, I think I gifted it to my brother for Christmas a few years ago. I told him, it was my youngest brother, I said, if you beat the game with 3 hearts, you reach the end credits with only 3 hearts, I'll give you $20. And he did it. I don't know, sometimes it's kind of fun. Playing less heart containers. Do I light this? Yeah. Oh shit. Oops. It's lit. Oh, you can use that to fly. That's pretty cool. Oh, that's pretty cool. I wish I should have learned that sooner. Wow, the pine cone makes cheapskate. Homie got $20 to beat a game. Because I am generous. Fuck is going on, dude?
When the glow of the blood-stained moon shines upon the land, the aimless spirits of slain monsters
Blingus moon.
return to flesh. The world is threatened once again.
IS2G, this scared the fuck out of me the first time. Yeah, it kind of scared me too. Does it matter though? I'm in the cave. There's monsters in here anyway. And speaking of which, chat, I want to show you something. Speaking of the blood moon, my friend sent me this today. And it's about the blood moon. It's kind of cool. So I'm gonna send a link in the chat from my phone, but I'm gonna open it on stream. So keep the stream open. I'll show you. It's a TikTok, which I don't use TikTok, but
Witness the blood moon's rise. When its red glow shines upon the land, the aimless spirits
Chinese
of
spyware,
slain
yep.
monsters return to flesh.
isn't that cool? Like the thriller beat actually goes with it. It's a trap. Anyway, I thought that I don't use TikTok, but I thought that was cool because the thriller beat goes with the dialogue.
Blood moon's rise. When its red glow shines upon the land, the aimless spirits
Thriller.
of slain monsters return to flesh.
It's a thriller. Anyway, I just thought that was neat. So we will resume the game. The blood period moon has risen. Damn, slam it shit. Bombs, yes. I haven't had any bombs in a minute. Don't tell me I went in a circle. That Tulin. Where the fuck is Tulin? What are we going to do with that boy? It's just like him to fly off on his own and leave all the food we collected behind. Oh. Well, I'll be. What is a Hylian doing all the way up here in such a fierce blizzard? You're here to talk to Tulin, eh? You just missed him, unfortunately. Our task was to scavenge food in this area, but we just saw a flock of monsters fly past outside the cave. The same ones that have been sighted around the village lately, in fact. I told the others we should return right away to report them, but Tulin clearly wasn't listening at all. He said, I'm gonna follow them back to their nest, and flew off alone before I could protest. If you leave the cave and head north, you can spot a lone cedar tree on Telanto Peak. That's where we saw the monsters. No doubt Tulin followed them there. I know he thinks he's unbeatable, but he really shouldn't be taking these chances. Jesus, this boy just cannot be found. Tulin was not at the cave when you went out to find him. Jasane told you that he left Hebra South Summit Cave and he went toward the lone cedar tree on Telanto Peak, visible to the north. According to Jasane, he saw a group of monsters and gave chase alone. He gave chase alone. I'm just trying to get to Tulin so I can end the Zelda gameplay for the... Yo, let me get that fish, though. Chillfin trout. This blue trout prefers cold bodies of water. Its skin contains enzymes that keep its body cool, and when cooked into a dish, it will temporarily boost your heat resistance. Oh shit. I gotta heat up. Does AC Odyssey have a lot of side quests? I've never played it. Let's cook this shit, you know? Oh crap, I was about to drop him in the fire. I had no cooking pot, I just remembered. Portable pot. Easier to use. Maybe I should... Oh. About 10 shitloads. That's a lot of shitloads. This sign guy, bro. Putting... But I can't stand here forever. I've got 7 more signs to spread out. Oh my god. The sign cuck. What do I put a snowball on it or something? No, this would be better. What? That's right. Dear President is now standing proudly in front of me. It fills my heart with joy to see him doing so well on his own. Take this with my thanks. Wow, 20 rupees. Let me give it a little something I made myself. Ooh, spicy mushroom rice balls. I still don't feel like I've thanked you enough. This is a little something for my premium collection. Puffle shroom, a mushroom that spreads a cloud of fine spores when a stimulus is applied. The bitter powder makes them inedible. Now I can go to other places to put up more signs, and with that, I'm off. Bro looks like a mushroom with his hair. Alright, if I don't find Tulin in the next 10 minutes, I'm signing out this game. Bro be simping for Hudson, hardcore. Saying Hudson will make Hyrule great again. Oh, you guys hear that thunder? If I suddenly go dark, you'll know what happened. Go for the blue boy. Kill the leader. Shit. Oh shit. Really? No bow? Shit. Stop poking me, man. Go, run, 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 run. What are you doing? Maybe I do need more hearts. Maybe. And kill these motherfuckers. And then play a different game. Holy shit, he threw a rock at me. And I like almost fucking died instantly. Halo Infinite has 1.7. How's MCC doing? Probably even lower, right? When Kanye said butt naked in the kitchen cooking grits, tell your mama come give me a kiss. I felt that. Yeah, that's extremely relatable. I like how the blue one doesn't know they just killed his buddies. Get bagged. That's 4. Now it's 11. Okay. Nice. MCC is 1.7. So wait, MCC has more than Infinite right now. Really? Switch engineered. Okay. MCC might be calling my name, Spartan Saturday. They might dip my toes a little bit of Cold War too, since it's allegedly safer. Allegedly. God damn. Oh my god. I'm not gonna mess with those dudes. So I'm on the objective. Toronto Peak visible. Went toward the lone cedar tree. Where the fuck that is? Oh, that's a cedar tree, right? It's gotta be. Yeah, MCC sometimes. Remember that one night we played MCC? I feel like I got like 20 followers. I know. Cedar Pine Health, I know. Yeah, I think that's it. A lone cedar tree, it said. Hopefully that triggers the kid is there and it's like less of this fucking hunt. Triggers a cutscene. Something happens, story progresses, then I can save it, resume that another time. That's what we're hoping for. Ooh. What's in here? What am I doing? So stupid. No, wrong button. Better be something good in here. Oh, it's a monster. Here, I was hoping there'd be treasure. No way, no way, and I get killed for this? No fucking way. That's so rude. That is so rude. What a waste of my time. Fuck your icicle club. I don't even want it. No. Leave me alone. There's the boy, finally. The boy. Let's see if it plays like, spoken dialogue. Should have kept my guard up. Nope. Stupid monster. What? Link, where did you come from? Oh, you see, that rotten monster took my good bow. See, that's the bow napper. It's like a lizard, a flying lizard thing. I've got to get it back. Help me out, Link? Sure.
Oh.
Really? Thanks. Did you know I can blow a strong gust of wind anywhere I feel like? I'll do it for you too. That way you can glide over to where the monster went. Just tell me where to point the gust and I'll make it for you. Oh, cool. Tulin's power of wind. When Tulin's aura is charged, you can create a stream of wind that blows straight forward. This can be used for bursts of speed while paragliding. Upon reaching the lone cedar tree, you found an upset Tulin. He told you that a flying monster stole his bow. It's up to you to defeat the monster and get Tulin's bow back. Oh, we're doing this. Oh shit. Okay. Do I aim it? Yo, bird. Bird thing. Oh, that was easy. That was it? Oh my god, okay. Nice. I was expecting a boss fight. There we go. I owe you big time, Link. Without you, my bow might have been lost for good. Uh-oh. There's more of them. The blue ones are so annoying. Alright, they're not gonna make a fool out of me twice. Let's go get them together. There you go. We did it. Hey, look, I think this might have been a hideout for those monsters.
Oh?
Was that the wind? It couldn't have been. There's no way. It must have been something else.
Oi!
Oi, Tulin Link. Huh?
Oh!
Oh.
Oh!
That was some impressive teamwork, you two. Oh, you saw that, Hearth? Talk about embarrassing. I didn't listen when Ghislaine tried to stop me. I thought I could handle it, but I just ended up losing my favorite bow to those stupid things. I thought I was fully fledged, but there's probably no way I could have gotten it back on my own. I bet now you see why we were treating you like a small chick. Yeah, you were right. It really is important to work as a flock. Waka Flocka, as the great Waka Flocka once said. I think I finally get what Dad has been trying to tell me all this time. Is that all there is to the story? Seems unlike you to let your bow be taken, Tulin. Oh yeah, funny story about that. There was this whole thing with Princess Zelda. I spotted her getting attacked by a monster. It was such a surprise that I dropped my guard and it stole my bow. But I guess she was fine because then she zoomed up above that cloud. What? Princess Zelda flew above the cloud? How can that be? Seems like a stretch, but we're not going to get to the bottom of it sitting around here. Tulin, Link came out here looking for Princess Zelda. You should go with him and investigate the cloud you say the princess soared into. Huh? But I thought I wasn't allowed. I got a report before coming here. We think it's likely that a blizzard is coming from inside the cloud after all. I want to see for myself as soon as I can, but the strong winds make any approach from the sides impossible. The only way is through the top, but there's not a Rito alive capable of crossing the stormy sky and making it all the way there. Well, except for one. I'm talking about you, Tulin. Only you have the skill and training to create gusts at will. Tulin will be the finest Rito warrior of all once he understands the value of working with his allies. You know, who said that to me? Your old dad, Teba. Dad said that, yep, and I'll make sure he knows what you accomplished here today. Now it's time you go with Link to find Princess Zelda and whatever's causing this blizzard. Your dad's gonna be totally cool with me sending you into danger. Mom cold. LA mom. No problem, the two of us together have got this. I saw Princess Zelda up on the Sky Islands near Hebra Peak. Let's check there first. Link, Tulin, we're counting on you. Falcon bow. Did I destroy my spear? I guess I did. Level 24 bow? Seems like that. So I just made it short. I believe it's damage. Nice. Arrows. Nice, nice. Nothing, okay. Yeah. Alrighty. Maybe that's enough Zelda for now. I saved it. Yep, it's saved, right? Am I tripping? I saved it. I'm gonna check my food situation. I'll be right back, and then we're gonna change games. Switching over to Xbox. I'll be right back a couple minutes. Everyone sit tight.